here we start. So this is a sink that we fitted originally in our bathroom. We did like it because we'd like the little shelf on the side, but we found it very unpractical because this will not lock. Regardless of what you try, it's one of these silly designs. So it's got a design, see, it clicks in, but it's actually on an angle, not straight, the whole thing. So the idea is we're going to take it out because we got fed up with it. Found ourselves a different sink. So there's our new sink. Arrived today. Tools are on the landing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unpack it. I'm going to get this on here. To start it off with, what I need to do is I need to take the drawers out. So the drawers, if I come around this way, I turn myself around, I lay that down on the floor, and you can see in here, there's a little lug in the side here. This little lug is the one that you have to pull. I'll pull it out on this side. I've already pulled it out. As you can see here, I've already pulled that out. By pulling it out, lets me lift the drawer up now, because the drawer has got like a pin on the side that goes into here. So the pin goes in here, that locks it. So let me see if I can pull this. Change hands. There we go. They're really tight to pull. Once I pull that, I'm able to lift the drawer up and lift the drawer off. So let me just turn around. So if I just turn around there, I'll show you now. The drawer lifts up, so that's the pin that locks into it. That pin that locks into it. So when I lift this drawer up and pull this forward, it's got a lug down there where it locks in on the back end of the drawer. So let's just pause this for a second. So that's the drawers out now. So here you are. You can see that little pin at the front where it locks in, and the pin at the back where it locks in. This is the underneath. This was a B&Q sink, which I'm very unhappy with. Shouldn't really say the brand, but I will say that I am. So these are the fittings I have to undo. If I come back across here, here I've made in the cupboard when I've done our bathroom. So I've got the sink, cold water, and the hot water. Both of them turn off. So what I can do is I can turn them off from here, and I don't have to turn off the whole system in the house. So all I have to do is, see on this, it's plus and minus. So if I turn that all the way along, make sure that's shut, look down here, that's the sink. Because what I've done is I've done the shower as the first one's coming off, so they have a priority for water. That's how that's done. So the bottom one is our hot water. So this is hot. So there you go. They're both shut off. Because I've got here shower, sink, bath, and then to toilet. Okay, so what I've done is using these two here. Just undone these. They got washers in and they squashed down onto these here. So that's the setup there. So the next thing is I'm going to do, this whole waste is coming out because I'm going to change that. But what I'll do is I'll take a part of this elbow because I'm not sure how the new part's going to go in. So if I just undo this here, I'll undo that to take that part out and do it at the top here. Always is that you have something left in the sink. It's unavoidable. But undo that up there, that nut, get that out and get everything emptied out. Okay. Don't let anyone say that those adhesives don't stick. Look how that's stuck on there. It's actually pulled and broke the tiles. So I'm gonna have to do 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. Really annoying. But hey ho, sink's out. Gonna get on with that, get them off, and try and sort that. Right, yoke, nearly forgot to film. There we go. Lucky the big orange store had the tiles in. I thought I was nearly having to sleep this night thinking, oh God, got no tiles. So back butted that, done that already. These are gonna get back butted now, and then they're gonna go on, get these wedges in. That gets the tiles nice and flush and everything like that. And that's ready for that sink unit to go back on there again then. And I can sort all the rest out around it. So I'm so glad they had them in stock.
because I was going to go, oh, don't know how to retile the whole bathroom. So I picked up the last ones they had in store, but they said it's a regular thing anyway. That's good. So that's why I got myself some ready mix, and that's what's going to go on. So now time to let them set for a bit. So this takes an hour to dry, so leave them like that, go have a cup of tea and come back. Make sure everything's tied up so there's no adhesive left on there, you know, because it goes off there quick. Look at this here. It literally goes everywhere. You really can't help it. So I think that looks really nice now. So back a little bit. No one's ever. And there we go. Units back in level. Level that way. And level that way. Level across all the planes. That's the main thing, because that's going to sit back on there. So just getting everything rigged up so I can just literally lift it into place, getting all this puzzle put together, and it goes back in there again, and it's going to look like much better, because look at that, how wide that is. Much more of a use. So okay, I want the little puzzle and get back. I'm going to try some of the left-handed filming. So who doesn't use this stuff? Plumber's mate. I literally swear by this stuff. So good for setting joints in like these here, so you can do like that. Bit of plumber's mate around it. Squeeze it in. Leave it for a little bit, and then I'm just going to rub off the excess that's around the outside. And when that's tightened in, the seal will just literally peel away. And then that's going to sit in there nicely, so that makes a nice seal that will trim off so nicely. And I just screw the back part on now to get that set up. Couldn't film that, but hot, cold back on. Waste in, that's an IKEA waste. So I hope it clears my drawers, because the drawer's close to here. So it should be behind the drawer, because they never go in this far. They always stop at this point here. So they don't go all the way to the back, these stuff here. That's the nice thing about these. So what I'm going to do is get the drawers in now and see if it works. And I'm really pretty pleased. This is much better, this waste, than the B&Q one that came out. This destroys tiles. That stuff sticks so well. This here is that OBI glue. All these tools here, just to fit that. Bag full, hammer drill, multi-tool, all sorts. So here we are. Sink units in, this is the one. OBI for the job. Multi-sealing construction seal adhesive. Works so great that. There we go. You can see down here, waste is in. All leak tested. Shuts lovely. Open the bottom one. See, plenty of space. And there's the little empty out trap that I do like that about these IKEA ones. And jump, goes in. Lovely. Nice job. Tomorrow, wedges out and grout. Bit of grey sealant there, bit of grey sealant there, and I'm done. New sink, well worth it, because goes in. Fills up. Empties out. So, next day, all dry. Gonna get on to mixing some grey grout. Only a small amount, so a little bit of water. Got the mixing paddle together. And what we're gonna do is get it all on. Get it grouted in. The thing with grout is you have to mix it. It takes 3 to 5 hours to set. So what I'll be reckoning is I'm going to put it on today, have a setting. It says here the whole bag really needs 1 litre. So trying to judge small amount when you've got those little bits to fill in. So can do that, but I just say one thing. That's so lovely, that's so being in there like that. So, you wouldn't tell that those tiles are brand new, all grouted in. I've run a bit of grout around the sink as well, but with a silicone over that, because that's could be nice to have like a grey band around there. And that's nearly completed now. Just let all that dry off, give it a buff over, and tomorrow some silicone, and we're all finished.